Let me ask you something. Why does it feel like no matter how much money you make, it just disappears by the end of the month? You work hard, you get your paycheck, and for a moment you feel good, but then the bills, the swipes, the little purchases here and there, suddenly, boom, it's gone, and you're left wondering, where did all my money go? You don't need to win the lottery or double your income to feel financially secure. What you need is a system, a reset, a way to finally take control of your money so it stops slipping through your fingers. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in just 90 days. Hey everyone, my name is David and welcome back to the channel. If you've ever felt like money is stressful, confusing, or just impossible to get right, this video is going to change that for you because today I'm walking you through a simple but powerful 90-day financial reset. And no, this isn't one of those extreme budgeting plans where you're told to stop drinking coffee, never go out, and live like a monk. This is about creating a system that actually fits your life, one that works automatically so you don't have to keep relying on willpower or guilt. Now let me set the expectation. This reset is not about getting rich overnight. It's about something way more important, peace of mind, because money stress doesn't come from not earning enough. It comes from not having control, and that's exactly what we're going to fix. So here's the big picture. Over the next 90 days, step by step, you're going to uncover where your money is really going, cut out the waste without feeling deprived, and then build an automated system that keeps you saving and building wealth without even thinking about it. And the best part, once you put this in place, it doesn't just work for 90 days, it works for life. So let's start with the very first step, because without this foundation, nothing else will work. This is where the reset truly begins. Step 1, getting honest about your money. All right, so the very first step of this reset, and honestly the most important one, is getting brutally honest about where you stand right now. Think of it like this. Every successful company in the world knows two numbers at all times: how much money they bring in and how much money they spend. If McDonald's or Apple didn't know their revenue or expenses, they'd be out of business tomorrow. Yet when it comes to our personal lives, most of us are walking around with no idea where our money actually goes every month. So here's what I want you to do for week 1. Pull up your last 3 months of bank statements, credit card statements, and any accounts where money is moving in or out. This isn't about judgment. This is about clarity. Lay it all out so you can see the truth in front of you. Once you've got that, you're going to sort every expense into 3 simple categories. Fixed expenses, these are the non-negotiables like rent, utilities, insurance, car payments, groceries, the stuff you have to pay every single month. Discretionary expenses, this is the fun money. Eating out, Netflix, Amazon splurges, trips, nights out, subscriptions you signed up for and maybe forgot about. Debt payments, credit cards, student loans, car loans, anything you're paying interest on. All right, now here's the key. Put all of that into a simple spreadsheet. And don't worry if you're not an Excel wizard, even a basic Google sheet with 3 columns will do the job. What you're trying to figure out is how much are you actually spending on average in each category per month. For example, maybe you realize you're spending $1,200 on rent, $500 on eating out, $300 on subscriptions and random shopping, and $600 paying off credit cards. Just writing that down is going to be eye-opening because most people think they know their numbers, but when they see it in black and white, it's a whole different story. And here's the magic moment. Once you add up your total expenses and compare it with your income, you'll instantly see your savings rate. That's your leftover money after all bills and expenses. If you're making $4,000 a month and spending $3,600, your savings rate is 10%. If you're spending $3,950, well, now you see why it feels like you're constantly broke. Don't skip this step. Don't brush it off because once you know your numbers, you suddenly have power. You'll see patterns you never noticed before. Maybe it's those Uber rides that add up, or maybe it's that $15 subscription you forgot about but keep paying every month. Week 1 is about shining a light on your money because until you know where it's going, you can't tell it where to go. And once you have this clarity, you'll be ready for the next step. Step 2, cutting the fat and plugging the money leaks. Now that you've done the hardest part, seeing exactly where your money goes, it's time for step 2, cutting the fat. And I don't mean starving yourself or giving up everything you enjoy. I mean finding the money leaks you didn't even realize were draining your bank account and taking action to stop them. Let's start with the biggest mistake people make. Thinking they can save money by relying on willpower. You can't. Willpower is a limited resource. You'll get tired, tempted, distracted, and then your savings plan fails. That's why the real strategy is targeted, practical, and systematic. Here's exactly what to do in week 2. Step 1, identify the easy wins. Go back to the categories you created in week 1. Look for the low-hanging fruit, the expenses that are obvious wastes or small reductions that add up fast. For example, subscriptions you don't use, cancel them. That $15 here, $20 there, it adds up to $100 plus a month. Uber or Lyft rides, maybe $200 per month. Could you walk, bike, or take public transport instead? Saving $100 to $200 per month is huge over 90 days. Eating out in coffee shops, maybe you love your morning latte, but brewing at home even 3 days a week could save $50 to $75. The goal here isn't deprivation, it's awareness and intention. Every dollar you cut is a dollar you can redirect towards saving, investing, or paying off debt. Step 2, shrink, don't eliminate. For the things you love, don't eliminate them completely, just reduce them. This makes the plan realistic and sustainable. Examples, eating out. If you go 6 times per month, reduce to 3 to 4. Groceries, plan your meals, stick to your list, and avoid last-minute expensive trips. A $600 grocery budget could drop to $500 with simple planning. Shopping, set a 24-hour rule before buying anything online. Most impulse purchases disappear after a day. These small adjustments can free up hundreds of dollars a month without making you miserable. Step 3, negotiate fixed expenses. Here's a step many people ignore. Your largest bills can often be reduced with a simple phone call. Internet and phone plans. Call your provider, ask if there's a promotion or cheaper plan. You might save $30 to $50 per month. Insurance, car, renters, or health. Compare rates and switch if it saves money. Even $100 annually counts. Rent. If you've been a reliable tenant, negotiating with your landlord or waiting until renewal can save a few $100s a month. The key here is to ask. The worst they can say is no, and the best case is hundreds of dollars in extra savings. Step 4, redirect every dollar you save. This is crucial. Many people cut spending but leave the extra money in their checking account, only to spend it on something else. Don't do that. Instead, set up automatic transfers so every dollar you save goes directly into a high-yield savings account for your emergency fund, a debt payment if you have high-interest credit cards, investments if your emergency fund is already in place. For example, cancel a $15 subscription, then immediately set up a $15 transfer to your savings account. You'll start to see the progress, and psychologically, that small win motivates you to keep going. Step 5, track your progress. Here's what separates people who succeed from people who fail: tracking. Review your spending weekly and see if your expenses actually went down. Compare it to week 1 to see exactly how much you've saved. Celebrate the wins, even small ones like cutting $50 from Uber or $30 from subscriptions. By the end of week 2, your mission is simple: cut or reduce at least 3 major expenses. Negotiate at least 1 fixed expense. Redirect every dollar you save into a separate account. Track and celebrate your progress. If you do this, you'll start to feel lighter, freer, and in control. And here's the exciting part. Once the system is in place, week 3 takes it to the next level. Automation, because now the money you save can work for you without you even thinking about it, turning your efforts into real long-term results. Step 3, automate your money and make it work for you. By now, you've done two critical things. You've seen exactly where your money is going. You've cut unnecessary expenses and redirected the savings. Now comes the game changer, automation. Because here's the reality. Yet most people fail with money, not because they don't earn enough, but because managing it manually is exhausting. Bills, transfers, savings, debt payments, it's easy to forget, overspend, or just get overwhelmed. Automation fixes all of that. Here's how you set it up in week 3. Step 1, pay yourself. First, open a high-yield savings account for short-term saving. Things like your emergency fund or savings for the next big goal. Even a few $1,000s in a 4% APY account earns extra money without any effort. Next, set up automatic transfers so that a portion of every paycheck goes directly into your savings and investment accounts before it even touches your checking accounts. Think of it like a 401k, but for everything else in your life. You're paying yourself first without having to think about it. A simple example. 10% of every paycheck goes to savings, 5% goes into investments like an S&P 500 ETF or index fund. The rest stays in checking for bills and discretionary spending. This small habit is powerful because it removes temptation. You literally won't see the money, so you can't spend it. Step 2, automate your bills. Set up auto pay for all your recurring bills. Rent, utilities, phone, insurance, subscriptions you do want to keep. This ensures you never miss a payment. Avoiding late fees, it protects your credit score, and it simplifies your life. No stress, no reminders, no tracking due dates. Step 3, create a separate spending account. Once bills and savings are handled automatically, the remaining money is your discretionary or fun money. Keep it in a separate checking account to prevent overspending. This makes budgeting effortless. If it's gone, it's gone. No guilt, no guesswork. Step 4, automate debt payments. If you have credit cards or loans, automate your payments too. This ensures you pay at least the minimum on time and can even add a bit extra each month. If your credit card interest is 20% plus, every extra $50 to $100 per month can save hundreds in interest over time. Step 5, track and adjust. Automation doesn't mean set it and forget it forever. Check your accounts monthly to make sure your transfers, payments, and investments are on track. As your income grows, adjust the percentages so your savings and investments grow too. Why automation works psychologically: you avoid decision fatigue. You remove temptation to spend money you should be saving. You create consistent, long-term habits that build wealth without daily effort. By the end of week 3, you'll have a system that literally works for you. Money flows to savings, investments grow, bills are paid on time, and your spending is controlled automatically. This is the foundation of financial freedom. Once you have this in place, everything else, paying off debt faster, investing more, or hitting big financial goals, becomes exponentially easier. Remember, the 90-day reset is not about being perfect. It's about building a repeatable system. You've tracked, you've trimmed, and now you've automated. That's how ordinary people take control and turn their finances into something that works for them every single month. So here's where we are. Over the last 90 days, you've done the hard work. You've seen exactly where your money's going, cut unnecessary expenses without feeling deprived, and set up an automated system that saves, invests, and pays bills for you without even thinking about it. If you've done these steps, you're no longer just hoping for financial control. You have it. You've built the foundation for long-term wealth. And this is something that can keep working for you for years to come. But don't stop here. This is just the beginning. Real financial freedom comes from consistency and long-term planning. Continue tracking your spending, keep cutting unnecessary costs when needed, and let your automated system grow your savings and investments month after month. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I post actionable money strategies every week that help you grow your wealth, save smarter, and take control of your financial future. I'll see you in the next video.